Cobalt. What is it and why you should care? First and foremost, cobalt is an element, particularly a transition metal, that's mined from the Earth, the crust of the Earth, with the atomic number of 27. It is, like most other metals, a metallic gray color and is a solid at room temperature, that being 20 degrees Celsius or 293 degrees Kelvin or 68 degrees freedom temperature. That's what I have written down here. It is most commonly used in lithium batteries and blue pigment, with the largest producers of cobalt being the
Democratic Republic of the Congo, followed up by the Russian Federation and Australia.
The name for cobalt stems from the German word for cobalt, meaning goblin, and I think it's because cobalt was confused with another element that caused really bad arsenic poisoning through fumes when you mined it at the time that this was named. Cobalt has one stable isotope, Cobalt 59, and a bunch of radioactive ones, primarily Cobalt 60, because the rest
have a very short half-life.
Okay, let's talk about thermonuclear warheads. What a great segue. Thank you. So imagine we have our example person here, and a thermonuclear warhead goes off 10 or so kilometers away from them, and they're not part of the fireball, they're not part of the shockwave, they're not part of the fire, they're not part of the immediate death, right? So they have very, very minor injuries. And they get out, they go to a hospital, yada yada, they go wherever, and then a year later they return to rebuild their house, and everything's alright because it was a regular nuclear bomb, and the nuclear fallout, it didn't last too long. If we were to coat this thermonuclear warhead of ours with Cobalt 59, then the extra neutrons from the nuclear fission process of the bomb going off would merge with the Cobalt 59 and make Cobalt 60, which is radioactive and has a half-life of 5 years, I think, and it would get vaporized immediately and sent wherever. So imagine we have our example person here, and he returns a year later to rebuild his house, and he dies of radiation sickness. That's about it. I had a really short deadline for this, okay? Don't blame me, all right? I wanted to make it good, but I couldn't. So, all right, cool. Yo, Mr. White, I made a school project, yo. Jesse, you're bad. Very cool.